What's good, y'all boys? Welcome back again to another video. Today, we're talking about Donald Trump. Listen, we talk about Trump that much. Like, there's never been I've talked about him, but there's never been a video talking about him. You feel me? Like, reacting to something in the news or whatever. And really, honestly, just because, I don't know, there's so much back and forth with a lot of stuff that when they be talking about Trump. And when he was president, they were talking about this man every single day. Literally every day. Trump, Trump, Trump in the news every day. And it's like, bro, it just gets so, they try to beat it in your head that you have to hate this person's evil and racist and all this other stuff. And it's like, bro, it literally does the opposite effect. It's almost like when a parent is too strict, their kid ends up being a rebellious kid because you're so strict, you're trying to push all this stuff on them, they're gonna reject it. I'm not saying that I just choose not to believe anything they say about Trump, whatever, but really just I don't engage with it because it's just so much he say, she say, back and forth, and I haven't really gave the energy to really look into any of the stuff they be talking about because it's annoying and it's draining. So I just choose not to speak on it because I'm not gonna speak on something if I don't have at least some form of understanding of what the fuck going on. But that changes today because I seen Trump get indicted again. Right? I guess it's maybe like the 4th indictment, right? Leading up to the election, right? So yeah, boom. What we're about to watch now is the ad that was put out against Fani Willis, right? That Trump's people put out.
Biden's newest lackey, Atlanta DA, Fani Willis.
Fani Willis.
So incompetent, on her watch, violent crimes have exploded. So tainted, Willis was thrown off one case for trying to prosecute a political opponent. So corrupt, Willis got caught hiding a relationship with a gang member she was prosecuting. So dishonest, Willis was accused of creating a fake subpoena. Welcome to the fraud squad. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
I saw that already, but it's still funny. The fraud squad. So, look, I want y'all to see something, right? Okay, they said all this other stuff, yada, yada. Atlanta violence, nearly 60% more murders so far this year, compared us to what? I don't know. When people throw around stats like that and try to put it on one person, she's the DA, there's a little bit more that goes into crime, or at least murders, for example, that you can't really pin on one person. But again, I don't know all the ins and outs, so I'm not going to argue for that or against that. But that's not the main point of contention for me. This is my main point of contention. Right here. Willis was a lawyer for YSL co-founder. Yes. Source, Rolling Stone, January 25th, 2023. That's this year. What the ad say specifically? The ad says,
so corrupt, Willis got caught hiding a relationship with a gang member she was prosecuting.
Caught hiding a relationship with a gang member that she was prosecuting. Okay, and Trump also said it out his mouth that, apparently she has an affair. We're going to watch that too, okay? So look, it seems reasonable, right? They provided sources for everything that they said on there, right? They put the source. The source was Rolling Stone. Okay, let's go to Rolling Stone. Boom. Rolling Stone. The dates match. January 25th, 2023. Fani Willis was a lawyer for the YSL co-founder. He says she's not who she seems. So listen, background context. Fani Willis, she put out a Rico case against Young Thug and YSL, Young Stoner Life. Okay? I don't remember when, maybe it was last year or the year before last year. I don't remember. Yeah, because it's pretty much gang affiliation, bro. And they had their hand in a lot of different murders and crimes that was going on. So yeah, go ahead, lock them niggas up. I don't care. You hurting people, I don't care. So boom, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis has built a reputation as a tough-on crime prosecutor eager to fill Atlanta prisons through sweeping indictments. But YSL Mondo, who co-founded the Young Stoner Life music crew of Young Thug in the early 2010s, tells Rolling Stone that the Fani Willis he sees on TV isn't the same woman who served as his defense attorney in 2019 during an aggravated assault case. Okay, so look, he says this is not her character, this is not who she is. I done had auntie the nephew, mother the son types to talk to her. I know this is not her character. This is what made me start looking into the case. Like, I know it's bigger than just her. It's politics behind the shit. It's other people that's behind her pulling strings. So yeah, I guess what he's trying to say is that, she wouldn't do this. She wouldn't be tough on crime. She defended me before. But I mean, she was doing her job. Her job was to defend you. It was to defend you, bruh. And, if people are doing crazy shit that's hurting the community, charge. Pretty much, she's just trying to run you know, he's coping. He's coping. He's coping because, you know, why would she try to charge my buddies? You know what I'm saying? Why would you try to charge my friends? Come on, bro. He said, auntie to nephew, mother to son type of talks to her. Where does that imply a relationship, as Trump implied? Because Trump says affair. The ad doesn't say affair, but Trump says himself affair. And you're going to see in this video. So Willis, who is currently prosecuting Young Thug and 13 others, yada yada, worked as a prosecutor in the DA's office for 16 years. Oh boy, she was grinding. 16 years is a long time. But she briefly left the office in 2018 to establish her own private practice, the law offices of Fani Willis, LLC. Mondo said that he never heard of her or her reputation before until his cousin suggested her as a defense attorney. Never heard this lady before. I never heard no cases she fought for, nothing. I just went off the strength of my cousin saying that she was a good lawyer. Boom. She's a good lady and she's a friend. I went off that. Then I hired her. Okay. Then boom, he even posted a clip of it of where, you know, he beat the case and he was crying. She patted his shoulder. He hugged his kid. Yada, yada, yada. And then Rolling Stone reached out to Fani via email and she confirmed that she represented Mondo, but she used his government name and said that she doesn't know him by the name that she called him. Keeping it professional. I don't know who Mondo is. I know whatever his name is. Do they not know his real name? Is that not public? All conversations with him are attorney-client protected, and past confirming I represented him would be inappropriate. I think I could say I liked him though. I hope he is well. When I represented him, he received 110% of my effort. I advocated for him because that's her job. Duh. I want to see him do amazing things with his life, and I hope that that's where he's headed. Boom. Mondo says that she was a great attorney and she got his charge dropped to a lesser one and had him sentenced to a program. Boom. Oh, and beyond her casework, he says that two shared a cool relationship with her, being aware of his rap career and even using it in her defense. That's why the YSL indictment surprised him. That's not her character. She's almost like not really street, but she understands what goes on, bro. She understands life to a certain degree. She ain't trying to take all these little black dudes down. She ain't that type of woman, man. I'm telling you, she's not. Yeah, so yada yada yada. You know, he's just saying a bunch of bullshit, bruh. She's almost like not really street, but she understands what goes on. Yeah, what goes on is dumb shit, okay? What goes on is street shit. That's what it is. It's gang shit that be going on, bruh. End of story. But nowhere in this article does it imply anything to do with an affair, a sexual relationship, nothing. Nothing at all. Sounds like a professional relationship between an attorney and their client. And most times the attorney does get to know the client a little bit because, you know, you're defending the person, you got to get to know them. Yeah, so where did they get that, she was having an affair from? They pulled it out of their ass, okay? Trump and them people pulled it out their ass. That shit is funny. But they're lying. That's pretty much what they're doing. Point blank, period. They're lying. They're lying on this black lady. Now, this was her response to these egregious lies. They're lying.
Here at home, Fulton County DA Fani Willis fired back at allegations made by the former president. A new attack ad from former President Trump accuses Willis of having an inappropriate relationship with a former client. In an email to her colleagues obtained by the AP, Willis called the accusations, quote, derogatory and false. She urged her staff not to respond to the allegations publicly. Willis also wrote, quote, we have no personal feelings against those we investigate or prosecute, and we should not express any, end quote.
So as you can see, very professional response, right? Trump and his people. You put out a Rico charge against Trump for whatever the shit that was going on with whatever he said to someone in Georgia about the voting stuff, whatever they did. I don't know. I got to dig into it. I don't know everything for sure. Boom. Trump responds by putting out an ad that's slandering you to make people just be like, oh, look, see, she's not trustworthy. This is who they have to try to get me. Look, they're all fraudsters. Look. But the shit that they said wasn't true. They're lying. And in response to that, instead of acting emotionally or just, you know, trying to just being angry and mad and whatever and putting out that image, instead, professional response, you know what? Talking to all the people in her office, don't respond to it publicly, don't speak on it. And we hold no personal feelings towards people that we prosecute. We're just doing our job. No personal feelings. Whether that's true or not, you know, whatever. But that's a professional way. Because we're human beings. Human beings, at the end of the day, we're all human beings. Okay? So, of course, there's probably going to be some feelings like, damn, bruh. These people are lying on my name. Anybody would feel type of way about that shit. You're lying. You're lying. You're making up stories, bruh. Nobody likes that. Like, it's fucked up. Okay? It's fucked up. There's two things about this aspect of it, right? For the first thing, there's a trope that black professional women dating criminals instead of dating other professional black men. You see it a lot. It's a trope that you see a lot, that I see a lot. You know, you think about like nurses, right? You see a lot of girls that in a nursing program. You would think they'd be with, you know, someone that's on that same level, another nurse or someone else in a different career field, a doctor even, maybe, who knows. But instead, a lot of them be with bums, right? They be with bums, or they be with hood niggas, street niggas that don't got shit going for themselves, or they be with scammers, drug dealers. You feel me? That's the type of people they be with. That's a trope. It's not always true, but it's true enough the time that people notice a pattern. So, what they was trying to play off of that trope and put it on her. Look how this, you know, professional woke black woman really is just dating thugs and criminals and compromising her integrity as a district attorney. Look, they're playing off of that. Because some people are quick to, you know what I'm saying, believe shit like that. And look how these Trump people do it. You know what I'm saying? Trump says one thing, oh yeah, he's 100% right. If the media, right, which I also have problems with the media, the mainstream media, but anything they say is always a lie to Trump people. That's how they think. You know, and you see that same level of just derangement and idealization in many different groups. Excuse me. Many different groups you see that type of behavior in. Whether it be liberals, whether it be people that's LGBTQ, whether you see it in young people, Gen Z, whether you see it in black people, you see it in all types of groups, bro. And one of those groups is the white people that be on the super Trump side, you feel me? The other aspect of it, I think that whoever came up with this ad was you know, hoping would happen. There is also the trope that women react emotionally to anything, which is true a lot of times. I ain't gonna lie to you, it's very true. I see it all the time. And then black people react emotionally when they feel offended or they feel like something is being racist. So add black and women together. Boom, black women, right? Black women, in theory, and sometimes you see it for real, they are the easiest demographic of people to trigger and manipulate and control. This is why people target black women, because they get emotional and they control them, and they do a lot of things based off their emotions, because they count on them getting emotional, right? Argue with your mom if you don't agree with me. That's okay. I'll give you an example. Twitter. Recently, we see it all the time on social media, but recently with Twitter, there is this white girl who got braids. She wanted to get braids, and white people getting black hairstyles has often been treated with ridicule and disgust and what's wrong with your cultural appropriation. Me personally, I don't care. Why would I care what someone is doing with their hair? Okay, the only times I care when black women do with the wigs and stuff, because there's a thing of black people not liking their Afrocentric features, right? They don't like the skin on their skin, they don't like the hair on their head. So that's where I would comment on that. But opposite, I mean, I don't give a fuck. How often does a white person get braids or dreads or locks or whatever? I don't care. You know, I don't care. But of course, so black women was slandering the girl, you know, making fun of her, talking her crazy with a whoop. So the white girl came back with the same energy, and then boom, some of the black women on Twitter was like, oh, you know, acting like they're the victims now, right? And getting all mad and, you know, trying to find out where she lived, find out what she do, try to get her in trouble with whatever stuff she be working with. Oh, look, she's purposely trying to antagonize us, da-da-da-da. And if you look at some of the tweets, it's like, damn, these people are really angry. Why are they so angry for? Why are you that riled up over what someone that you don't know is doing with their hair? It's not hurting you. It's not even making fun of you. It's not like she said, oh yeah, white girls can wear braids better than black girls. She didn't say none of that. She didn't say none of that. So why are you so mad? And even if she did say that, I mean, you could be mad, but it's like, bro, you look dumb. Duh. And people even pointed out how, you know, the braids weren't even done well. You know what I'm saying? That you really wouldn't even know that for unless you know you have experience with getting braids, because you have experience with that hair, which is, you know, black women's experience, black people's experience. Duh. So if you know she look goofy, okay, laugh, move on. Why are you still acting crazy about that shit? I thought about making a video about it, but I don't know if I want to. So look, boom. The reason I bring that up is because look how quickly they got triggered. Look how quickly they give up so much of their energy to fight about what? Fight about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of black women be so stressed out, bro, because they just be ready to give so much energy to shit that doesn't matter. What the fuck is wrong with you? Stop it. You know what I mean? So I feel like the people that came up with this ad was banking on the idea that, okay, boom, if we put out this salacious, disgusting lie about Fani Willis, she's gonna respond emotionally, and then we could clown her for a response. Yes, she's gonna fall for the bait. It's bait. It's a trap. She's gonna fall for a trap. It didn't work. You feel what I'm saying? It didn't work. It didn't work. And you know, and because it was trying to play off of those tropes that is often seen with black people, I think that's why some people are trying to say it was a racist attack. I mean, you could say that, sure. Do I think it's racist? I think it was a case of subtle racism, right? Because why would they? It could be subtle racism. It could be racism, right? You could say that because they could either be thinking about it the way I was thinking about it, and that's what they know. They're aware of that trope and stuff, so they did it on purpose, try to make it seem like some way. Or it's often seemed it's definitely sexist, but I think a lot of times with women they try to use their sexuality as like a weapon against them. Look, see, she's a hoe. Look what she's doing. Ugh, look, she's an irresponsible whore. You know what I'm saying? So it could be racist. It's definitely sexist. That's why they did that shit. But well, is it sexist? Hold on. Because if it was a man, they probably would have said the same thing if it was a male opponent. But I don't have any examples of them doing that, using sex against a male opponent. So I don't know. Hopefully y'all understand what I'm saying. And I'm aware that at least some of my audience is probably right-leaning, right? And some of these people are white people. I don't know if I have any super duper Trump people in my comments or anything, but I probably will get some in this video because I think that people will be searching up when Trump's name and shit. So I mean, if you have a problem with anything I said, if you got to argue, go ahead, argue in the comments. But tell me anything that I said was false. Tell me it was false. They said they made up this lie against the lady. The article they sourced does not back up that lie at all. It does not back it up at all. So yeah, so what is Trump talking about? And speaking of Trump, here he is right here.
There's a young woman, a young racist in Atlanta. She's a racist. And they say that she was after a certain gang, and she ended up having an affair with the head of the gang or a gang member.
Affair.
And this is a person that wants to indict me. She's got a lot of problems, but she wants to indict.
Listen, Trump's PR people is not good. Like, why would you feed him this and have him say it? Like, it's not true. It's not true. And why? I don't know why he called her a racist. I didn't see nothing about her that was racist. I didn't see her say anything about white people. I don't know. Is she racist for indicting Young Thug and them boys? Like, what are you trying to say?
To try and run for some other office. What's going on in this country is, and by the way, wants to indict me for a perfect phone call. This was even better than my perfect call with Ukraine. Remember that call? That was a perfect call. This one's better. This one is more perfect. I challenged the election in Georgia, which I have every right to do, which I was right about, frankly. And they want to indict me because I challenged the election. So does that mean that Hillary Clinton, who challenged the election...
They want to indict me. So all this other shit talking about, I don't know nothing about that for real. That's something I'd have to dig into to see what's up. But, I mean, you see it. He said it himself on August 8th, before those charges even dropped. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so you see it for yourself. He said it. She's having an affair. Forbes breaking news says Trump lobs baseless accusation against Georgia DA Fani Willis. And then so a lot of the comments are like against Forbes. The difference between baseless accusation and a proven fact is about 18 months in this news cycle. Yeah, so this comment is implying that, given some time, the truth is going to come out that, look, Trump wasn't lying. She did have an affair. Whatever. After a certain point, one would think the writers at Forbes will figure this out. I hope Forbes isn't trying to step in his game too by deciding for us what's facts and instead of just finding in this game too by deciding for us what facts are instead of just finding stories and evidence for us like a real news agency. Bro, it was a baseless claim. Trump said it and didn't back it up. That's baseless. That means that's baseless. If I say something, if I say that the sky is really a hologram created by the government, and I don't tell you where I got that from, that's a baseless claim. It's amazing to think that Republican senators, representatives could look at this speech and others read his tweets and think, yeah, we want him back in the White House. We can't wait to work with this guy. It's so strange. Okay, so that comment's against him. Okay. Donald Trump has suggested that he is perhaps the most honest human being ever created. It's not baseless. Fani was laid up with B.N. Thomas, head of the ABG clique in Atlanta. The streets know she was on it. Okay, who's B.N. Thomas? Because y'all saying this, but that's not what the ad claims. The ad claims a source from Rolling Stone talking about YSL, right? So who is B.N. Thomas, head of the ABG clique in Atlanta? What are they talking about? Talking about the streets know it. Nigga, who are you? Well, you know, a lot of street shit. You can't Google a lot of street shit, okay? You gotta just be there to know about it. So I don't know what that dude's talking about. Whoa, nah, that's base. She just indicted lots of gang members from her hometown. It shows a vendetta against an ex and even corruption. She's probably complicit in the Rico cases she brought against them. She was in bed with... What are you talking about? You're just saying shit. What? You know what I mean? Listen, and this was really funny. Because Republicans, and I don't know what if Fani Willis is a Democrat, Republican, or what, but Republicans, right, especially Trump people, you would say that they're more of the, being tough on crime, hard on crime crowd, right? Fani Willis, from what I read, is a tough on crime DA. She don't play that shit, apparently, right? He put out a whole Rico on YSL, you know what I'm saying? And they got some pool, that's a big rap group. So it's funny that, now they're trying to get on her and talking about this dude talking about, oh, she's in bed with them, she's complicit. Isn't that what she's doing, something that you would like? Like, come on, bro, be for real. But yeah, man, that's the video, bro. That's the video. I'm still annoyed that I had to re-record all that, so I feel like I was talking in a hurry. I was just trying to, make sure it wasn't super long for no reason. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. To me, a lie is a lie, okay? And so far, that's what it seems like is a lie, because what they quoted, or what they referenced, what they sourced, was nowhere near in the article. It wasn't backed up in the article, so it's a baseless claim, and they're just doing it to try to discredit her because they don't like that she's the one who's putting out the Rico on them. And I don't know if they feel like a black woman is an easy target. I don't know, but I don't like that shit, because to me, that's just a professional black woman who worked hard, right, to get to where she was at in her career. She's a district attorney in Atlanta. It's not the easiest job in the world, and definitely not in a city that makes it easy at all. And yeah, so I don't rock with that shit, bro. Listen, protect black women, okay? Okay, I don't fuck with that shit. If any of y'all Trump people come in my comments hating, what you gonna do about it? Prove me wrong. I will gladly want someone to prove me wrong. I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Peace out.